your floor plan and the house that you're going to be happy with.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $20 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com. Look at your car. It's filthy and probably has a few dings and nicks all over it. Don't be that guy. Get it upgraded and repaired at Renew Your Auto. At Renew Your Auto, they offer tons of services: ceramic coating, window tinting, paintless dent repair, washes and details, bed liners, body shop, and more. Where can you go to get services like that all in one place? Schedule your appointment today at renewyourauto.com. See what Renew can do for you.
Some kids worry about making the sports team. Others worry about where they'll sleep tonight. In Lincoln, 300 kids are in need of a safe and loving home. Cedars is here for them, but we do need your help. A gift to Cedars makes an immediate impact on Lincoln's kids. And on Give to Lincoln Day, your gift goes even further. I'm Jim Blue, president of the Cedars organization, and I'm asking you to go to givetolincoln.com to make your gift to Cedars and support Lincoln's kids today.
Vershawn Jackson for Brandt Excavating. Brandt's been in business for 29 years, and they specialize in a variety of things. If you're looking for someone to get the job done in precision demolition, excavating, trucking, mass grading, and site prep, Brandt is the place to call. To set up a quote or learn more, call Brandt Excavating at 402-474-4113 or go to BrandtExcavating.com. They're also hiring, so join the team today. Brandt Excavating, a part of the Bauer brand, who reminds you, go big red.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America, this is Old School. By Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Broadcast veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score!
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
That's right. Same crew back at it here for Old School. Not on the block. We cross it over. We're going to another segment. Strick, thanks for sticking around. Kenny will be here next couple hours. DP in just a little bit. But we go to the phones. Honda of Lincoln Hotline. Welcome in, Jay Foreman. Jay, how about that Mercado?
Certified Piedmontese, special ingredients and butcher shop located at 84th and Havelock. Every type of meat and every type of cut. Go in there and ask them what's up. It's been about 2 or 3 beautiful days. Obviously good temperatures, no wind. So there's no excuse not to go down and get some all any type of meat that you want, throw it on the grill. They even have fish and seafood to throw it on the grill. So there's no excuse to go in there and see what they have going on. So we appreciate their support. Makes us be able to do old school and sound good. And, anytime we're on the live stream, kind of look good. So it's all good in the hood when it comes to the Mercado.
Let me guess, you're in the clubhouse at the golf course, huh?
No, I ain't in the clubhouse with no golf course.
You was golfing
man.
yesterday,
It's,
so I figured you were doing it again today.
Oh, yeah.
hey, that's charity work, man. I do the charity work and do the golf course, but besides that, I'm feeling like a villain.
You were suited.
Hey, I got a question for you. Did you know the details of that information that I shared a little bit earlier?
About what?
That Michael Jordan was that close to being a New York Knick?
I did know that, man. And
Wouldn't that have been crazy?
Strick, I knew that because people didn't realize how much influence that Spike Lee had over that as well. When he was doing Air Jordan, if you know what the Mike is, that was Mike and him setting the stage for it. And it's interesting that people don't understand the backstories of all that stuff. I'm gonna tell you another interesting one, Strick, because you are, obviously a professional baseball player. David Ortiz started out with the Minnesota Twins and wanted, in this day and time, a measly $1 million from the Pohlads, that they were the owners of the Twins. They said no, offered him $450, went to the Boston Red Sox for $1 million, and the rest is history. It's crazy how when you think of where guys could have went and what the deals that when you think of it, the lack of forward thinking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or what got the Chicago Bulls to actually pay Michael Jordan.
Right. They didn't want to do it, just do it.
Yeah. But the man earned it.
Yeah.
He just won you 3 championships.
Yeah, tenfold. And they really underpaid him. And
right.
The NBA should have chipped in some for the TV ratings and stuff like that. So, really at the time, you remember when Jordan made $36 million the last year or two with Chicago, and everybody's like, "Oh, that was too much." That was actually
payback.
Low market value.
Right.
Really, when you think what he done and the level that he was playing. So there's there's a lot of players that sometimes get overpaid. I heard you talk about Juwan Howard, so forth and so on when he got that contract. And my Aunt Judy worked for the Bullets and the Wizards at that time. And him and Chris Webber, they were like, we got to get them two brothers away from each other because they're doing too much. But when Juwan got that, I do remember that Tim Duncan and the big ticket, Kevin Garnett back then cashed in because I was obviously living in Minnesota in the off season. And, he hit Minnesota over the head, not one time, but 2 times. And so it's interesting how all these things and the dynamics of it, especially with, you just talk about Bobby Wood Jr., who was the number 2 pick, how long they can wait. And you got to strike when the iron's hot. Heard Kenny talking about, leverage with, the recruits and stuff and how you can use the leverage. And sometimes you use your leverage too long.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, really if you, and you talked about Antonio Brown. And sometimes, you have to, here's the thing about leverage that people don't understand. And this is different than recruiting because they're not even at their peak, physically and leverage wise. Some are, some aren't. Professional football players, and especially your leverage is good when you're at your peak and when you're a consistent football player and you haven't been injured, but you're always available. And the leverage is tied to the organization, right? Pittsburgh is an organization that's been known to draft players, develop them, and sign them back. New England, kind of like the same, right? But New England and Seattle, they're like late round free agent type of guys who play good, you get second, third contract. Where Antonio Brown missed the mark 3 or 4 times. And it's funny, as dumb as he is and as stupid acting that he is, he's had leverage like 3 or 4 times. So, and then the thing is, he missed the mark of, was his act matching up with his production? And football players, besides quarterbacks, generally, especially receivers, you can decline faster. And here's why. Ownership pays the offensive coordinator and head coach. If they want to eliminate you, they will not throw the ball to you. And sometimes they can make a player a lot better than he actually is by feeding him the rock. I'm telling you, it happens all the time. If you don't think that ownership has a like a tab on, when you can hit incentives and when you hit bonuses, you crazy. New England is historically known with Bill Belichick to freeze guys out when they need to hit escalators in their contract. I've been a part of that where I hit a couple, and Buffalo didn't care, and neither did Houston. And this is the problem I have with Antonio Brown. This lets me know, personality-wise, he has no loyalty, and he's a dangerous brother to hang out with. Tom Brady overfed him when they won a Super Bowl so he could hit a $2 million escalator. He turns around and talks crazy about Tom Brady.
Right.
See, that lets you know Antonio Brown.
Right.
There's about 3 or 4 names you never disrespect when you're playing football. The Manning, okay. Brady, I'm sure there's a few of them, probably, TJ and JJ Watt, and, there's a few that you can think of after that. See, when he does that, the league could get rid of you. And, Terrell Owens had a little bit of that when McNabb, and then he kind of went at his quarterbacks. He went at Jeff Garcia, questioned his manhood per se. Once you start doing that, you set yourself up for failure, because then they start to go past your production. And if your production isn't superior, right? So when T.O. left the league, he still was a top 15, 20 receiver. But then you got young guys coming in and doing the same or about the same, or if they can do it with 2 or 3 guys, then all of a sudden now you're eliminated out the league. Now, is it fair? No. Is it just? No. But it is a reality. And so the leverage, you have to strike when the iron's hot, and you continue to have leverage as long as you keep your I's dotted and T's crossed. And the perfect example is John Morant. If I'm Adam Silver, I know you talked about him here, and I know I'm going hitting 2 or 3 different things. Listen here, Strick, I'm going to tell you this. The quiet one, you need to watch out for. I'm telling you this right now. You test Adam Silver's gangster, okay? If you test him, I'm telling you this right now. You back him into a corner, he won't make an example out of you.
Facts.
And I will be thoroughly disappointed if Adam Silver doesn't make an example out of John Morant, because when you have to listen closely to the interview that he had. He said he was shocked. He said that he said I thought we talked about this. He said we talked about the do's and the don'ts and the ramifications. He's like a parent that feels like a kid lied to him. And when you have somebody like that in that position that he feels lied to, he's gonna go to the Shaquille O'Neals, the Barkleys, the guys that understand it. I'm telling you, he's embarrassed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because when it comes out that John Morant said that he ain't changing for nobody, I'm telling you, man. I mean, I could get into this the whole big picture of it. The whole thing of they pay you in that money. Yeah, you might have earned it, but with that money comes unwritten contract. It's like a morality contract, right? We're paying you this money, so we expect you to act like you have consent.
Right.
Right. And we can take it away from you, and we'll find a way to take it away. They took $39 million away from you. It's the Supermax, which not a lot of people talked about. I talked about it like a week or 2 ago, I think, with Austin. They took $39 million away from you. That didn't shake you up, right? That didn't get that didn't phase you, right? It didn't. I mean, $39 million, it didn't phase you. Okay. Well, let's see if we can dig into your pockets a little bit
deeper.
Let's see.
And they don't get paid if they don't play. So that's gonna hit different, because you ain't touched the big one yet. And here's one I'm gonna throw at you too, because you'll be very familiar with this because of your Minnesota ties. Over leverage, over consideration of thinking you have leverage when you don't. Latrell Sprewell.
Oh, riding
the choke artist.
Riding spinners.
Latrell Sprewell had a deal on the table, thought he over leveraged himself. From the Timberwolves. Talk to me. Go ahead.
Hey,
I'm
I
done.
was up there. Hey, I was up there, and I see him and Sammy Cassell, sweet Sammy Cassell. He was like the mayor of Minneapolis for a little bit. And remember your boy Jose Lima Timer was up there.
Lovely
Latrell Sprewell. Listen to what he did, man. I'm telling you, this is one thing I would implore brothers not to do. Don't talk about your finances in the media. When he said that's not enough to feed my family, and here's why. This is the one lesson I learned from one of my friends. His name Lloyd Parker. He played at Kansas State basketball. He worked at Bank of America, and me and him, I met him in this, Black businessman group in Charlotte. Still talk to him to this day. He works for Equifax now. Big shout out to Lloyd Parker. He's a guy. He's actually was a mentor. He's a little bit older. He told me, he said, "Listen, man, this is the thing that people don't. These brothers in this sounds the NFL, but the NBA don't understand. There's people out here that work 9 to 5. I go to work every day at the bank. When you start talking reckless like that, the big people that own these banks and corporations, they start looking at you crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's how they'll take the money away from you.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? And they'll really make you eat those words. And so John Morantz, he's on thinner ice than he thinks he is.
Facts.
He'll be playing over there for the Shanghai, Kings or whatever.
Dwight Howard.
There, like Dwight Howard trying to live his best life. And he'll realize you can be excommunicated out this league, out of a professional sport, like no other. Because the thing is that guys don't understand. Michael Jordan and LeBron and Brady and those guys, they're like the 1% of the 1% of the 1%. There's like when I went into the NFL, I knew there was no way in hell that unless things added up perfectly for me, that I was even going to reach the magnitude of what my father did, who should be in the NFL, let alone to where they're at. So these brothers don't understand. You are a peon, you're like a little small peon, right? You're a great talent, but if you mess it up and you make the league look bad, and if you make sponsorships look bad and sponsors look bad, they'll get you up out of there, man.
Jay,
get you up out of there, and you'll just be a guy.
Jay, thanks for popping in. Kevin Meyer's in the building. We got to get to Thirsty Thursday. You're in tomorrow?
Hey, man, that's cool. Kevin, hey, look, I'll take the backseat to Kevin. I know it's Thirsty Thursday. Strick's been there consistently.
Nope, he's not in today.
I see how it is, man. I see how it is. And Kenny done turned cold on me, too.
Whoa.
My partner in crime has turned on
Never.
me. Let you get
Never.
Cool. You know
Never.
what? You know what, Kenny?
I miss
Pop up on y'all like a Pop-Tart.
No, you won't.
Y'all, man.
Jay Foreman, thanks a ton. We'll talk to you tomorrow. We'll step aside here for just a sec. Thirsty Thursday with Kevin Meyer, Meyer's Cork and Bottle after this.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive certified Piedmontese beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com. Current deals.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Vershawn Jackson for Brant Excavating. Brant's been in business for 29 years, and they specialize in a variety of things. If you're looking for someone to get the job done in precision demolition, excavating, trucking, mass grading, and site prep, Brant is the place to call. To set up a quote or learn more, call Brant Excavating at 402-474-4113 or go to BrantExcavating.com. They're also hiring, so join the team today. Brant Excavating, a part of the Bauer brand, who reminds you, go big Brant.
When we're looking out for a homeowner, we're always keeping their budget in mind. We try to maximize things that are important to them.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
So we really try to maximize the size because 5 years from now, you can't just make your house bigger. The one thing I can tell you is that most builders in Lincoln, we all are about the same price. The difference comes in the products that we put in and the way we put in those products. The old saying, you get what you pay for, is pretty accurate when you're building a home. If you put nicer windows in and you put nicer cabinets, it's going to cost a little bit more. You know, if those things are important to you, then you want to do it. We can try to incorporate in your floor plan and get a house that you're going to be happy with.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
There's never been a better time to earn more on your checking account. Open a free Kasasa Cash checking account with Liberty First Credit Union and earn up to 5.5% APY for up to $40,000. It's simple. Open your Kasasa Cash checking account online or stop into any of the 4 Lincoln locations or Seward and Omaha branches. Liberty First makes switching easy, and Kasasa checking is always free. See libertyfirstcu.com for details. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mix Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical, and retirement benefits, paid time off, and we pay for CDL training. Apply today to earn an average total compensation of $50,000 to $60,000 your first year driving. From Nebco's beginnings in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Your home should not be a zoo to unwelcomed animals. Let the experts at Bats to Rats take care of those problems. Dane has been a leader in wildlife and pest management and prevention in Lincoln and the surrounding area for 15 years. He can help you get rid of bats, rodents, and anything else. Whether it's residential or commercial buildings, schools, apartments, or churches, they're always a phone call away. Call today at 402-310-0904 or visit batsterats.com. Bats to Rats Wildlife Control and Prevention.
Too many people believe that chronic pain, allergies, or illness are permanent and something you're stuck with. Nutrition and Wellness has been proving that narrative wrong for 20 years. Pain relieving techniques and ways to deal with toxins and flotation at 531-254-5695 or go to novotnynutritionandwellness.com. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness, located at 7th and Superior.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Hey, you got any gum?
Yeah, check my backpack.
What's this?
Oh, that's naloxone. It can reverse an opioid overdose. I decided to always keep it on me after my friend almost died. It saved his life.
I'm so sorry. That makes me want to have it with me too.
You totally should. Check the pharmacy. It was actually really anti-use.
I definitely will.
For sponsored by Nebraska, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Why wait until Friday to start your weekend?
Go ahead, start right now.
You're thirsty now, and 93.7 The Ticket is here to help you stock up.
Just in time for the weekend when I like to hit the clubs.
Time to broaden your horizons and try some new wine and beer. It's Thirsty Thursday with Kevin Meyer from Meyer's Cork and Bottle.
Look at Austin with the intro ready and everything.
The toe tap. Strick doing the toe tap. Oh, look at him.
That's what we're talking about.
Fizz. Oh, what a relief it is.
Boy, that's not out.
It's my Alka-Seltzer today, boy. When I get on that plane, I'm going to be like, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Where are you headed, Strick?
D-Town.
Man, that looks like
all right.
Sprite.
D-Town can be Daytona. It can be
no.
Well, we don't need to tell the
Dallas,
Detroit.
So just
well, that's what I thought of when you said
Texas?
D-Town.
Denton?
It could have been
Bruh. Austin, don't feed into that. Don't feed into that.
But wherever it is, I'm gonna be on a plane.
All right.
With my pinky up.
I was just about to say with his pinky up.
Kevin Meyer, Meyer's Cork and Bottle, welcome back in. Happy
Sparkling.
Thursday.
Thank you, gentlemen.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. In you know how
no
the stuff that I bring in.
You got Kevin Gates, 2 phones strick over here.
Yeah. In my efforts to remain topical, I brought some sparkling wine to celebrate the gender reveal of your baby boy. Congratulations!
Congratulations,
Thank you.
partner.
You're
Thank you very much.
and did you do the video in one take?
One take.
Your wife kind of gave you the high heater, you know,
She
and
did.
you had to climb the ladder on that just to get a piece. I was pretty impressed.
I offered her a couple warm-up tosses. She's like, nah, I got it. And then you can kind of see in the video, I hesitate for a second. It's coming in slow enough. I'm like, do I take it? Do I stick my left hand up? No, I'm just going to go for it.
Yeah.
So I only fouled it off, I know, but you can see the blue smoke.
Yeah,
it's
it
fine.
worked
It's
out just fine. I mean, but it looked like it came in a little hotter than what you thought it was gonna. So, and a little high.
Mostly a little high. Yeah.
Some high cheese.
Yeah.
It was up and in. She buzzed the tower.
Yeah, she was buzzing the tower. She was hoping you'd charge the mound. But I guess that's
He
how
already
you got.
did that.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
That's already
that's
done.
how you got to this place in the first place. Yeah,
exactly.
All right.
Top Gun. The pattern's full.
Yes, sir. That was a euphemism that's just
Oh
yeah.
my God.
What?
That was over my
Hey,
head.
Negative Ghost Rider. The pattern's full.
Hey, I've
That's
seen
a
it.
movie.
Right.
I've seen
We
it.
know.
Okay.
I've seen it.
Go ahead, Kevin. What's up?
All right. So what we are having is a sparkling wine out of New Mexico, of all places, and it is called Gruet, and this is called a Blanc de Noir, which literally means white of darks, and essentially true champagne is only made from 3 grapes. 2 of them are red, 1 of them is white, and this is just made from the red grapes. That's literally what that means. And this is a champagne producing family of Champagne, France. But the granddaughter and grandson did a 3-year biosurvey of the U.S. trying to find the climate which best resembled that of the Champagne region in France. And they found a small plot of land outside of Albuquerque at about just shy
In the
of
mountains?
about 4,000 feet.
Mhm.
So some elevation. It also is a special kind of soil that's eroded volcanic soil. And it allows for proper drainage. And it also allows the grapevines to go very, very, very deep. And so those roots run really, really deep, and every sedimentary layer that they go through, it picks up those elements, and so it gives them more complexity. So it's just kind of a neat thing that not too many people know about. And this is an American sparkling wine done in the traditional champagne method.
Very nice.
But you can't call it champagne because it's not actually from France.
Bingo.
Check
out the big brain on that over
Yeah.
Yo.
Is that something that if
Smart
someone
No, I don't
actually
call it champagne. I call it champagne.
Could you get away with it?
No.
Go
Could you
ahead.
get away?
Champagne? Tell-
Yeah,
tell-
if you, I was
I
going to
wanna hear your
say,
thought.
if you try to call it champagne, does like the country of France sue you?
Yeah,
How does that
I
work?
bet you'd get a C and D. Yeah.
Cease and
just
desist.
just
Yes.
from France, from the prime minister.
I'm just I'm guessing that there is a group, a consortium of champagne producers, like a collective.
Wow.
And you would probably
need to
hear
pay
from
it to
their
the
attorneys.
NIL.
Yeah.
Is that just because they're snobby French people, or just because they take it that seriously?
Well,
or both.
a little combination of both. But here's the thing: is that
Wait, I'm confused.
okay? Ask me your
So
question.
Italians can't make champagne.
They can make sparkling wine, but they can't call it champagne.
Oh my God. I never knew that. I have just learned something today.
Hey, all right.
I
That's what I'm
thought
here for.
everything with any type of bubbly
Right.
was champagne.
No, just the opposite.
Wow.
They make
I did
sparkling
not
wine
know
all
that.
over the world, but unless it comes from
You're a
northern
smart
France,
man, but I'm the smartest in the room.
No, sir. That guy is the Slim Reaper.
the Slim Reaper. I like it. I like it. And so the 3 grapes that can go into a true French champagne, which this Gruet winery follows the true champagne method, what they call the méthode champenoise. The white grape is Chardonnay. The red grape is Pinot Noir, which I know you're a fan of. And then the third is another grape in the Pinot family called Pinot Meunier. And it's red as well. Now, generally, when they make it, though, they separate the skins after the crush. So they're not allowed to what, Austin?
Macerate.
Yes, that's my guy right there. He's picking. See, I told you we're
getting there.
We're taking the training wheels off today.
Yes.
Yeah. And so the skins don't stay in contact after the crush, and so it comes out white. And then this is just made from the red grapes, but if you'll notice, it's mostly white. Has a little bit of a rosy hue.
Yeah, I can see it a little bit.
But for the most part, it's a white bubbly. And the other thing that makes it a traditional champagne method, or what they call method champenois, is the secondary fermentation has to happen in the bottle. And so initially when the wine is made, it doesn't have bubbles in it. And there's this process. So they make the wine, it ferments. It does have alcohol, no bubbles. They add a temporary cork. Then the bottles are gradually twisted and tilted upside down, bringing the sediment to the neck of the bottle. Then they freeze it with liquid nitrogen. They remove the temporary cork, and they allow a little bit of that liquid and the sediment to escape out. Then they add a little bit of sugar and some wine back in the bottle, and that activates the dormant yeast and undergoes a secondary fermentation, because what happens in fermentation, sugar gets consumed by the yeast and it ferments into alcohol and carbon dioxide. Now, the secondary fermentation doesn't create any additional alcohol, but it does create carbon dioxide, in which then they add the new cork, which has kind of a mushroom shape, and there's a lot of pressure on the inside of a bottle of sparkling wine, and so it has to have that heavy-duty cork. And then the cage that goes over the top of the cork is called a muselet, and a literal muzzle, like a dog muzzle, and it's necessary. Otherwise,
a lot going on right now. My mind is just.
You just lost it. We're in class right now.
Yeah. I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Why is it just still bubbling? It's been bubbling like for a long time.
Believe it
Why
or
does
not,
it continue to do this?
the reason that you can see the bubbles inside of the glass are microparticles of dust. If we were in a completely dust-free environment, like in a vacuum, you wouldn't be able to see the bubbles. But that's just naturally occurring in every space, all the air we breathe. Everything has microparticles of dust, and the reason that you see the bubbles is because those are the inside of the glass.
You know something? You know something?
Yes.
Tiny bubbles in the wine
makes me feel happy.
Yeah.
Makes
So-
me feel fine.
You mentioned the mushroom cork. Is it just sparkling wine, or do winemakers actually go through and like choose something about the cork that fits their wine the best?
No, most corks are basically cylindrical in shape, so they're the same size at the top as they are at the bottom. The champagne corks, they flange out and then when they put them in the bottle, they have a special machine that compresses them and then fits them in the bottle. And then what happens with regular corks is that ideally the wines are stored with where the liquid will touch the cork, and what that does is that it keeps it expanded in the neck of the bottle. If you store the wines upright, those corks will eventually dry out and they'll shrink, and it'll allow oxygen in. And so if you're storing a wine like in a cellar or something along those lines, you got to store them on their side. And you'll notice if you pull a cork out of a bottle, usually the top side stays kind of that shape it was at the top of the cork, or excuse me, the top of the bottle, and then the bottom will kind of naturally expand. It's because it's moist. It's been staying in contact with the liquid the whole time. So, but it by itself, it's actually the same size and shape from the top to the bottom for a normal wine bottle, but not for a champagne bottle.
From French style sparkling wine to
Yes.
Italian style Pilsner.
Yes.
Explain.
Well, I only brought it in because it's brand new and just came in today. This is from Zipline. It's locally produced right here in good old Lincoln, America. And this is their Italian style Pilsner. So if have you ever had a Peroni?
I've had a pepperoni. Does that count?
No, it
Okay,
doesn't.
no.
But that is Italian, so I guess we're sort of close.
Bro, get your hands over there, man. Pass that man a glass.
I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, no
Join the
idea
club.
what's going on. Zipline
I'm just glad Kenny's here to play Papa, because he's gonna put Streaky in his place.
No,
stop
that's
acting up.
That's a grown man. I'm just.
This doesn't happen to be a collaboration with Vowels, does it?
It does not.
It looks like
That was my first thought.
Because that's the natural. Those are the colors of the Italian flag.
Yeah.
So this looks like this would be good. Like if we went to
Vowels.
a pizza spot.
I said
Is
Vowels.
that? Oh, I didn't know that.
That's what the can looks like.
Okay, Val's. What's Val's?
Valentino.
Oh, Valentino's. Okay, it was a little okay, just cut off. Yes.
Bubbles to get
this tastes like if I was sitting down having a nice
like
good pizza, Brooklyn style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This and essentially wines of a region, beers of a region usually are considered a food in the old world countries. So there's a reason why Italian wines go well with Italian food. There's a reason why Italian beers go well with Italian food. And this is just light, it's crisp, it has a little bit of dry hopping on there, but mostly it does. It tastes like a good high quality, like Connor Happer would call it fancy pizza.
Yep.
And this would be a great beer to have with a fancy pizza.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about the pizza that you don't eat with your fingers. The
What?
one where
Hold
you
on, player.
No, that's what I'm saying. Fancy pizza. It's the ones that the
You're
pizza
gonna-
is so good you gotta cut it.
Straight. If I ever see you eating pizza with a knife,
Yeah.
you're gonna lose your card. Straight. Fancy pizza.
I need another.
Well, if you go that Chicago style deep dish, you
Exactly.
almost can't eat
Gotcha.
that by with your hand.
When
because
we go play Northwestern, when we used to go play Northwestern, we got the Chicago style pizza. I'm picking it up and I'm getting in it.
Are you?
Yeah. What?
Well, it's almost like eating a lasagna
No.
with your hands.
Yeah,
No, it's
sloppy.
No.
They got a crust on it.
Yeah.
So you hold the crust.
Lasagna has layers of
No,
noodles.
no, but no crust
Right.
at the bottom.
Fair enough.
Strict.
Yeah.
Okay.
What makes this Italian style? What sets Italian beer apart?
I'm guessing the blend of the grains that they use and also the type of yeast that they use. And so basically yeasts have been cultivated around the world for years and years and years. I mean, you've heard about like some of these old world bakeries that have been using the same sourdough starter for like 200 years. They just keep it alive and they keep using it and they keep inoculating it. And so my knowledge of like getting into the whole science of brewing is fairly limited. I know enough to be dangerous, but every region has their own type of sort of hops and yeast strains and also what they call a malt bill, which you can use oats, you can use barley, you can use a variety of different grains to make your beer from wheat. So I'm assuming that they use a certain blend of those things and they are essentially imitating that for their Italian style Pilsner. It's delicious. I like it.
How much does the Zipline Italian run you?
Oh, that's a great question. I think these go for like just under $3 a can. It's a 16 ouncer. But yeah, perfect time for warmer weather.
And their Gruet.
The Gruet, these go for only $22.
Woo.
And it's a true French champagne style, but done in New Mexico but done with a lot of care and prestige.
We have a quick third one to shout out as well. This one will run you about $1.25?
Yeah, $1. So a soda, a single soda at Myers Cork and Bottle costs $1.
Now that's okay. Yep, I'm in.
Kenny,
There's a pop.
He was giving me the ribs, and he's like, "Where's Kenny's drink?" And I told him I was going to bring him one, and then I forgot last week, and so I threw a nice cold can of Coke.
Very cold. Appreciate
with the champagne today.
It's great stuff.
As much as we're learning from you, I still know more about Kenny's.
You still that's fair. That's fair. Now the thing is, I mean, there's only one Coke Classic. What?
No. Pause. Did the old school teach me something?
Okay.
Is it true that the old school Coca-Cola they really put some coke in?
Cocaine?
Yeah.
I mean, apparently it used to be a sweetener. But I don't know if that's.
I'm telling you, they used to do that. That's what I heard.
I heard that
just wanted
too.
to know.
I heard that too.
See, you think I was just joking? I'm kind of smart around here.
I didn't say you weren't smart.
Academic all they gate, Kenny.
Facts.
Oh, they gave that to a lot of people.
How many tutors,
brother?
How many
You
tutors
heard
did it take to get into that academic call? It's just one of them.
Took a couple years.
Inquiring minds.
I was on probation my first year.
We'll go to break and let these two fight it out. Academic obligate. Kevin,
I
as
was on the
always,
Jarvis
appreciate it.
red wine program, by the way.
That's why you're in the wine business, right?
Yes, could be. It also could also be why it took me 5.5 years to finish college.
But you did it.
But
Proud of
you
you.
got it done.
You're here.
Thank you, boys.
We appreciate you. Thanks
Appreciate
as
you.
always. We'll wrap up hour 1 of Old School on the other side.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nebraska's favorite vape shop,
Generation V.
providing friendly, personalized service and the largest selection of vaporizers and e-liquid flavors in the state.
Generation V.
Generation V will beat or match any local competitor's price. With a huge selection, great service, and the lowest prices, Generation V is your one-stop shop for all your vaping needs.
Generation V.
With 4 Lincoln locations, visit us on the web at generationv.com. E-cigs contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices. There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive certified Piedmontese beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals. Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $20 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs. You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday, and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapeSupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
We'll see a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms, an afternoon high of around 81. As winds turn out of the north behind a cold front, we could see areas of smoke and haze move into the region. The low tonight down to around 54. Cooler and windy tomorrow, a high near 70. North winds could gust over 25. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Your home should not be a zoo to unwelcomed animals. Let the experts at Bats to Rats take care of those problems. Dane has been a leader in wildlife and pest management and prevention in Lincoln and the surrounding area for 15 years. He can help you get rid of bats, rodents, and anything else. Whether it's residential or commercial buildings, schools, apartments, or churches, they're always a phone call away. Call today at 02-310-0904 at batsrats.com. Bats to Rats Wildlife Control and Prevention.
Too many people believe that chronic pain, allergies, or illness are permanent and something you're stuck with. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness has been proving that narrative wrong for 29 years and changing lives for the better in the process. Their team is trained in the newest, most advanced pain-relieving techniques and ways to deal with toxins, allergies, pollution, and emotion that make you ill. Call today for a free consultation at 531-254-5695 or go to novotnynutritionandwellness.com. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness, located at 7th and Superior.
This is former Husker. Right. Some kids worry about basic math. Others worry about basic needs. In Lincoln, 132 kids are receiving intensive support from Cedars to Lincoln Day on May 24th. Your gift goes even further. Go to giveToLincoln.com to make your gift to Cedars and support Lincoln kids. That's giveToLincoln.com, helping kids through Cedars.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now. In our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
With you here to wrap up hour one of Old School. DP will be in for hour number 2. Kenny, the more I hear people at this network talk about food, the more I maintain that you and I have the only correct food opinions. Looking at burgers, and this guy's strict talking about pizza with a fork and a knife. You pick it up and you eat it.
Tell me you don't eat a pizza with a fork and a knife.
No.
Okay. Even if it's deep dish?
Even if it's deep dish.
Thank you. When he said that, I'm like, hold on. Did he really just say that? Even fancy pizza, you don't eat it with a fork and a knife. I don't know. So pizza has a crust on it. You get up underneath the crust, pick it up, and you put it in your mouth.
It's not complicated.
It's not complicated. If I see him eating pizza with a fork, I'm going to let him have it. Trust me.
As you should, and I will be right there with you.
It's like eating wings on the bone with a fork. You don't do that.
Why?
Get your hands dirty. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty.
That's part of the appeal. It's part of the fun.
That's part of the fun. Oh.
Explain St. Louis pizza to me, though. I've never had it.
Emos?
Sure.
Thin crust. Really good. A lot of people say they don't like it, but if you're from St. Louis, you like it.
You know?
You know.
What's the go-to at Emos? What are the toppings that go on it?
I just go all meat.
Mm.
Got to get all meat. And I don't drink, but for the people that I know that do drink, that after they drink, they go get some of them eat a whole. Some of them will eat a whole one. So.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's nice and greasy.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to work out the next day, but Emo's Pizza is just where it's at.
You get to go. Okay, you're on the road with Nebraska football. What city that you traveled to had the best food?
Ooh. Well, Chicago. Because of the deep dish pizza, but
makes sense.
You get the New York style pizza when you went to the East Coast.
Mm.
Other than that, you eating hotel food. You eating hotel food: chicken breast, pasta, some steak, potatoes, salad, protein shakes, fruit smoothies.
Gotcha.
A lot of that white popcorn. That white cheddar popcorn. Consumed a lot of that.
I have never been fully on the cheesy popcorn chain. It's fine, but I would much rather have just plain old butter popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
That's always number one. I'm a kettle corn guy.
Are you really?
I love kettle corn.
I don't like kettle corn.
Kettle corn is an easy number 2 for me.
Mm-mm. It's got to be either cheese. Movie theater popcorn is the best.
Correct.
Movie theater popcorn is the best.
I knew someone that was allergic to the movie theater butter.
What?
Yeah. Whenever they would go to a movie and have butter on their popcorn, they'd break out.
No.
Yeah.
I'm
So
sorry.
they had to just have the plain popcorn, no butter.
No, you can't do that.
It's sad. It was sad.
That's the best popcorn ever. Movie theater popcorn is the best ever. And then I got to go with the cheesy popcorn and then the white cheddar. The white cheddar, when we travel, can't go wrong with that.
There you go. Again, we are the guys with the correct food takes on this station.
Food takes, and I love it. Simple.
Mm-hmm.
The simpler, the better.
Amen. That's how we're throwing it to hour 2.
Thank you.
Simpler the better. Hour 2 old school next.
You're listening Old School with DP and J. The
on T-Speed. Can't where else 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive certified peanut, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals.
Some kids worry about making the sports team. Others worry about where they'll sleep tonight. In Lincoln, 300 kids are in need of a safe and loving home. Cedars is here for them, but we do need your help. A gift to Cedars makes an immediate impact on Lincoln's kids. And on Give to Lincoln Day, your gift goes even further. I'm Jim Blue, president of the Cedars organization, and I'm asking you to go to givetolincoln.com to make your gift to Cedars and support Lincoln's kids today.
Nebraska's favorite vape shop.
Generation V.
Providing friendly, personalized service and the largest selection of vaporizers and e-liquid flavors in the state.
Generation V.
Generation V will beat or match any local competitor's price. With a huge selection, great service, and the lowest prices, Generation V is your one-stop shop for all your vaping needs.
Generation V.
With 4 Lincoln locations, visit us on the web at generationv.com. E-cigs contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
There's never been a better time to earn more on your checking account. Open a free Kasasa Cash checking account with Liberty First Credit Union and earn up to 5.5% APY for up to $40,000. It's simple. Open your Kasasa Cash checking account online or stop into any of the 4 Lincoln locations or Seward and Omaha branches. Liberty First makes switching easy, and Kasasa checking is always free. See libertyfirstcu.com for details. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose.
Motor Food is Lincoln's hardest rocking food truck and cafe. Motor Food creates old school comfort food with a 21st century twist and lots of rock and roll attitude. Try the barbecue pulled pork mac and cheese, the grilled chicken Firebird sandwich, a 100% all beef split grilled hot dog, and any version of their funky fries. Stop by the cafe just behind Outback Steakhouse on 48th Street or catch the food truck out and about all spring and summer. Check out their menu, order carry out, or schedule catering at motorfoodtruck.com.
It's May, and that means the school year is almost over and summer road trips are on the horizon. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride. Summer road trips are just around the corner. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we are celebrating a record sales month in April, and we're going to let it roll and crank up in the month of May. We have some big discounts and special interest rates going on this month on selected new in-stock Sierras and Silverados. Buy a new Silverado or Sierra, get $3,000 off or 1.9% interest. You heard right, $3,000 off or 1.9% interest. We have outstanding specials on all of our new and pre-owned GM certified units. So stop on in and see us or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. New discount must trade in and finance with the roof credit.
Too many people believe that chronic pain, allergies, or illness are permanent and something you're stuck with. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness has been proving that narrative wrong for 29 years and changing lives for the better in the process. Their team is trained in the newest, most advanced pain-relieving techniques and ways to deal with toxins, allergies, pollution, and emotion that make you ill. Call today for a free consultation at 531-254-5695 or go to novotnynutritionandwellness.com. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness, located at 7th and Superior.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
We'll see a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms, an afternoon high of around 81. As winds turn out of the north behind a cold front, we could see areas of smoke and haze move into the region. The low tonight down to around 54. Cooler and windy tomorrow, a high near 70. North winds could gust over 25. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Old School. Sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score!
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Here we go, hour 2, Old School. I'm Austin. More importantly, sitting across from me, Kenny and DP. Old School brought to you by the Mercado, certified Piedmontese, every type of meat, every type of cut. Big thanks to Jay Foreman, Husker Hall of Famer, stopping by first segment. Kevin Meyer, Thirsty Thursday, second segment. A lot of knowledge dropped on us there. Going to be another hour the same here on Old School. 402-464-5685. That's the Honda of Lincoln hotline. Starter Heyman text line. Drop by with any thoughts. Thanks for tuning in on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, as well as in your car. And don't forget, Allo Channel 951 and our free app. Free. Download it. Easy.
Free.
Access to everything. Everything you need right there.
Put it on your phone. Put it on your phone. Put it in your car. Just put it in your laptop. Just have it so that no matter what's going on, you can choose. And I'm just going to give you a heads up going forward. There are going to be several things for you to choose from. So just, be prepared. Be prepared.
I'm not necessarily prepared. DP, we spent the hour last segment of the hour yesterday, you, me, and Rico, looking forward to the new building. Something to celebrate. It's exciting. And here's the thing. It's something to celebrate, but it also makes me sad. A week from today, Kenny Wilhite's last day.
That's
Moving
not
on.
That's not his last day. Like,
It's-
we ain't never letting him go. Like,
Correct.
He'd be in a different place, but we ain't done with it. Like, we gonna be getting reports regular, right? Like, for all the high school, like, we're gonna be rooting for a high school. We'll all be united and rooting for Coach Wilhite and his boys.
That we will.
Like, so he'll be somewhere else, but he'll be with us.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. He'll be with us. That's real talk.
Appreciate the opportunity. Y'all got me out of my box for real doing this. You know, it took us 3 sit downs, right?
Like, I kept saying,
It's
like, you built for this.
no.
You built for this.
You
Like,
guys
that's
were
just-
built for this, and you're coaching me along. I'm feeding off of y'all, but
Well, being coachable is a big part of being
oh,
a really good coach.
Oh yeah, you guys are really, really good
Like,
at what y'all do.
like we know this about coaches. We
Mhm.
can identify a good coach by his coachability.
Yeah. You guys have coached me up, that's for sure.
Well, it's the other thing, and I truly laugh because poor Austin's never going to be the same.
It's true.
Dealing with Strick first,
Yeah,
and then
Jay.
you and Jay after that.
And you.
No,
don't think you ain't coming in here telling stories. Like Austin in here. Austin got
Oh,
gray
yeah.
hair before his child's born.
No, it's leaving. It's leaving. He's gonna be bald by the time his kid is born.
You know,
Dealing
like,
with Strick and you guys.
oh man, like, I don't give enough. I'm here minding my bed. I'm just the uncle sitting in the corner there. Look at them kids. Look at them kids. Like,
Man, if you'd have saw Strick, my guy Strick something else, boy.
you know, like, I'm just here going, look here. Watch this right here. Watch this right here. Look at that. Little, that's your son. That's your son over there. That's your son.
Yeah, but no, it's been fun. It's been a learning experience. You know, you hear guys on the radio, you know, but the behind the scenes, seeing how this is being ran, guys like Austin and those guys running that machine over there, it's amazing. It's crazy, but it's been fun. It's gonna be a sad day next Thursday, but it's been a lot of fun sitting back here watching and listening and learning.
Well, look, it is appreciated in full because added value, more intelligence in the conversation about the things that people here care about, with insider information and real knowledge of what goes on. And quite frankly, if fans were listening, if the Ticket family has been paying attention to these past few months, what they're getting is the truth. You're getting a level of here's what really went down. And look, to be clear, I mean, we don't even talk about it enough, and we probably should, is that there is a fine line. I like to work from this. Do I have your permission to tell you the truth? Like, I need that as a standard for how conversations are being held, how business is being done. It's how I talk to my players, to the parents of the players, to the administrators. Like, I ask that question all the time. Do I have your permission to tell you the truth? And I say that to any coach that's hired me or any coach that I've hired. Because once we say that, then we can set the best standard, like a real, authentic standard for who we are, how we're doing business, and what the result we're trying to get to. And when you don't work from that, then everybody spends time dancing to music that's not being played.
Mm-hmm.
Like you tiptoeing around conversations and topics and subjects, and most importantly, tiptoeing around facts. When we could tell people, hey, here's what's really happening. And what they've learned since the addition of Kenny Wilhite and Bill Bush is that those are two incredible Huskers. Those are two really top level, high standard, high character, high integrity, high intelligence, high energy Huskers who, for some weird, unrecognizable reason, they're no longer a part of the Husker athletic program or in the lives and future of Nebraska high school and collegiate athletics. And if you've listened to any of Bill Bush and Kenny Wilhite, what you know is I want them there for my kids. I want them there for my Huskers. I want them here for my university, for my community, my state. And that, my whole thing, I'll get out of the way to add content and conversation. Like the biggest compliment I can tell you is that I'm like, go ahead and sit in my chair, Kenny. Like that's the biggest compliment.
That was hard. I'm going to let you know that. That was hard.
Well, but here's the thing, coaching thing, right? That
Mhm.
sometimes I have to just give you the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't tell you about it. I can't ask you if you want it. I just need to give it to you and let you be great at it.
You just gave it to me.
Well, I'll let you great in it though, because that's what you were built for. It was my job to know that Kenny's going to handle it and it's going to be really good. Like that's my job. That's literally my job.
Austin, it took 3 meetings with him, one with Jay, one phone call with Bush, and then I decided to do it. I was like, nah, that I can't. It's out of my box. It's just, you know what I mean? I don't like to be in the forefront or be
No, that's what
that guy.
No, that's like it. That's the thing. Like when you go to a high school and you tell a kid, yeah, you're a Husker. You're ready for this. And they go, oh, coach, I don't know, man. And he gets here and he goes, man, shoot, this is where I belong. Look in this space, you're going to excel wherever you are because of the person you are. I'm smart enough to see that. That doesn't take a genius or rocket science to figure that out. But having you, Austin and Jay, you, Strick and Austin have conversations on this airwaves about the people that Husker fans care about. Like you've been to all corners of the state. You've been in gyms and on practice fields all over the state. You've been in meetings with every great mind of football, athletics, and Nebraska love. You've been in all those rooms. And you make the rooms better by being in them. So I'm just like, look, man, if we can get this dude in our room, we got a better room. Like we have a better room. And it also, real truth and full transparency, it allowed me to do some business in the back that, quite frankly, I would end up doing at 1 o'clock in the morning rather than 4 o'clock in the afternoon when those people are available. And I'm setting tables and putting bids in place and following up on things. We are 105 days from Husker football. Wow. We're 105 days from beating Minnesota. And in that, right, there's a lot of stuff that's in play. And you've allowed me to get the new building moved forward.
Drove past it today.
Right? Like
I did too, coming back from the gym.
Man,
I'm gonna have to stop by.
Yeah, well,
have to pop in.
We'll have we'll have your headset. We're gonna hang it up on the wall whenever you come in.
Condo's ready.
Yeah,
I'm have to pop in.
Yeah, you just come on in and put the headphones on and say, I'm here for 2 days. Let's go.
Beautiful venue.
Yeah, like it's a thing, and you allowed me to do that. It really took being able to trust you and Austin with Jay to just keep really good content happening. And then I can go and I can get on the phone. I can answer phone calls. I can, I can plan the next day. So thank you.
Thank you
for every single thing, introducing me to your lovely family, Great kids. Your kids, they up there working. They up in front, holding it down. Hey, DP, we need you. Okay, I got you. I got you. Like that's more than some of the people who work here, right? Like to be able to do that. So
now you got a really good group of young talent. You better hold on to them, because just an outsider coming in, watching them work, you know what I mean? Jay and those guys add value.
Mhm.
But Austin, Rico, and those guys, just watching them work,
well, we in full disclosure, I mean, I've told, and I'll say it publicly, I give Austin all the trust in the world. I've told Austin that, look, it allows me to do more things, and we can build. I can't build to take on Alabama if I have James Madison talent, right? Like, I'm trying to be Alabama. I'm not trying to be, the Citadel, not for nothing. But look, we're trying to work at a different level.
So I want to take that a little further.
Mhm.
You said you trust him, right?
Mhm.
You guys are working as a team.
Mhm.
The last 9 years, I was at a specific place where everybody wasn't working on the same page. And that's why you saw some of the things you saw, some of the things you saw on the field, not working together as one, not trusting each other. So again, you have a good group and you trust them to do what you ask them to do, and they go above and beyond. So again, thank you. Thank you, Austin. Thank you, Jay, if you're listening, for letting me come in on with you. The guys, I know Ricky wants me on Sunday.
Yeah.
So he wants me to be on Sunday.
Yeah.
I almost forgot, but it's on my calendar.
There you go.
He texted me.
He came in today.
He texted me, but I it's on my calendar. I almost forgot.
Well, we're gonna have Charles from Mary Ellen's drop off plates for you. So,
Really?
Yeah.
Sunday?
The Sunday I miss.
Austin, it ain't my fault, man.
I know. I'm not blaming anyone.
Like,
I'm just sad.
You can be there Monday.
I'll be there Monday.
Okay, it'll be in the fridge.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, there'll be a plate in the fridge waiting for you.
My brother and my sister-in-law are both graduating this weekend.
Yeah. Where from?
My brother from UNL, going to law school next fall, and my sister-in-law from Westside.
Okay, so
From high school?
Mhm.
Yeah. So I told those guys, I said, 5 years ago, I had 4 graduations and 4 weekends in St. Louis. So I drove every weekend.
How long is that drive?
5.5, 6.
5.5, 6.
Yeah, every weekend.
One way.
Yes.
One way.
Yeah, each way.
Mhm.
That's.
But my niece, my nephew.
Can we give you Royals tickets for a weekend for your family? Can we do that?
Yeah. When is it?
Is that a thing? Whenever you want. The way this works is you can pick the weekends. We give you the tickets, and you can set up, and you just have to call them and let them know.
I'll check that schedule when we get off air.
Yeah. I mean, there's certain things that we can do.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll check that schedule when we get off. I love going to baseball live. I don't like watching it on TV.
Huh.
There's something about it being there live.
When you come back, can you want to take batting practice with us?
Batting practice where?
So Salt Dogs home season starts Friday, and every once a month on a Friday, I think they're most likely, they're all Fridays. We'll go down to Haymarket, and I get to take anywhere from 5 to 8 listeners to take batting practice with the Salt Dogs.
Wow, I haven't hit a baseball in a while now.
Yeah, we went down.
I think it's like riding a bike.
Yeah,
the jump shot still works. So
Stricky was doing it. Strick came down. Steve Taylor came down.
Did Steve hit a ball?
Steve's a baller.
Well, he hits golf balls.
No, you remember he was drafted by the Yankees.
Okay, enough about Steve.
We
don't need to swell Steve's head.
Well, here's the thing. You give him a little bit. He went out and, as former infielder, he went out straight to shortstop and jumped in the rotation.
In the hot box?
Yeah, like at shortstop, just yeah.
Steve Taylor for you.
And he still got the arm, bro. So, and then he got in the box and he looked like he belonged. So
interesting.
Yeah, Strick looks like we were like looking at both of them, trying to figure out a day with the Salt Dogs sometime this season that both of them get signed for one-day contracts just to be DHs for the Salt Dogs.
Bro, they can't hit no ball like that.
Yeah, Strick.
Batting practice is different than that ball coming.
Yeah,
with a-
but that's the beauty of why you want to do it. That's the beauty of why you want to do it, because you're talking about the upper tier, the
Yeah.
elite folks,
Yeah.
and that thing that you have
Mhm.
that can never be taken away from you still exists.
Yeah.
Whether you can find it and recall it is a whole other thing.
Don't got to be as good as you once were.
Right.
Just be as good once as you ever were.
You just got to be good one
One
time.
time.
Mhm.
Like one time, one pitch,
One pitch.
out of the whole night can set them like they'll be walking like George Jefferson. Like, yeah.
This man said George
They'll be
Jefferson.
walking like George Jefferson, man, trying to get it in. So we will have throughout the course of the next few weeks, we will have contests where people can
Nice.
win their way into taking batting practice. It's a pretty cool deal because we went down there and they hooked us up with jerseys, hats, real wooden bats,
Salt dogs.
Salt dogs
Real
hooked
wooden
us up.
bats.
Real wooden bats, bro. I was like, hey, okay, I won.
He said, "I won."
But to do that for the listeners, we'll do it. I think we have 4 Fridays. We have
Nice.
several Fridays in the course of this thing, but I'm going to do this for the text line 424645685. Sorry to have me text line. We're going to give away 4. You can make the choice between 4 tickets and a VIP parking pass for either Saturday or Sunday. Salt Dogs, they're at home this Saturday or Sunday. Or you can take 4 passes plus kids pass for $20. You can get 10 home tickets.
Got the 5-pack. You just pick a
Yep.
game, get 5.
You pick the pack, you pick the game, or you just pick the vouchers up and then you decide when you want to use them. But here's how we're going to do it. It's real simple. And you have to text in what it is, the answer to this trivia question, and then also text in which pack do you want? Do you want packets for Saturday? Do you want packets for Sunday? Do you want just the vouchers for you to use whenever? And if it's really cool, if more people than one get the answer right, we can give away Saturday and Sunday, or Saturday, Sunday, and vouchers.
So my question to you is this an SAT question or is it going to be? Is this a Jay Foreman question or
this is a to the text line? Please tell me, and Austin will monitor it. Ready, set, go. Tell me Kenny Wilhite's jersey number his senior year. Tell me Kenny's jersey number his senior year. Now, if you do not want the tickets, don't answer. If you don't want to go see Salt Dogs, don't answer. If you want the tickets, answer and tell me which day you want to do it, and we'll do that along the way. So there's tons. There's 105 days between now and beat Minnesota. And the big thing for me, that coach and me and that player, there are 2 aspects to it. As the player, you've got your calendar in your head, right, of what you need to get done between now to beat Minnesota. Now, you can't worry about Colorado. If you do everything to beat Minnesota, you've won. You've done everything. And then as a coach, you've got 105 days to prepare everything to get ready for Minnesota. We'll go to break, and when we come back, we'll ask Kenny, first thing up, 105 days. This is Coach Wilhite, because his season is pretty close to that. What do you have to fix first? What are the priorities? The things you have to fix in a new program like Kenny in 105 days. We'll get Kenny's list when we come back to Old School.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nebraska's favorite vape shop.
Generation V.
Providing friendly, personalized service and the largest selection of vaporizers and e-liquid flavors in the state.
Generation V.
Generation V will beat or match any local competitor's price. With a huge selection, great service, and the lowest prices, Generation V is your one-stop shop for all your vaping needs.
Generation V.
With 4 Lincoln locations, visit us on the web at generationv.com. E-cigs contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
Put lawn irrigation on automatic. Think Judson Irrigation for worry-free service to Lincoln homeowners and business community. Judson Irrigation will turn on your sprinkler system in the spring, repair or redesign as needed, and turn it off in the fall. For service to orphan sprinklers, remember Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
When we're looking out for a homeowner, we're always keeping their budget in mind. We try to maximize things that are important to them.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
So we really try to maximize the size because 5 years from now, you can't just make your house bigger. The one thing I can tell you is that most builders in Lincoln, we all are about the same price. The difference comes in the products that we put in and the way we put in those products. The old saying, you get what you pay for, is pretty accurate when you're building a home. If you put nicer windows in and you put nicer cabinets, it's going to cost a little bit more. You know, if those things are important to you, then you want to do it. We can try to incorporate in your floor plan and get a house that you're going to be happy with.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Problem gambling affects millions of Americans daily, of all ages and walks of life. If your loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Some kids worry about making the sports team. Others worry about where they'll sleep tonight. In Lincoln, 300 kids are in need of a safe and loving home. Cedars is here for them, but we do need your help. A gift to Cedars makes an immediate impact on Lincoln's kids. And on Give to Lincoln Day, your gift goes even further. I'm Jim Blue, president of the Cedars organization, and I'm asking you to go to givetolincoln.com to make your gift to Cedars and support Lincoln's kids today.
Springtime is here, and it's time to get to work on outdoor projects. Deck City is a great place to start as Lincoln's local source for everything decks. Deck City has everything you need to build the deck of your dreams, from treated lumber to Westbury aluminum railings and TimberTech composite decking. Call them today to schedule an appointment at 402-480-6671. Go online at deckcityne.com or visit their new location just north of 33rd and Cornhusker Highway.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we are celebrating a record sales month in April, and we're going to let it roll and crank up in the month of May. We have some big discounts and special interest rates going on this month on selected new in-stock Sierras and Silverados. Buy a new Silverado or Sierra, get $3,000 off or 1.9% interest. You heard right, $3,000 off or 1.9% interest. We have outstanding specials on all of our new and pre-owned GM certified units. So stop on in and see us or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. New discount, must trade in and finance with the roof credit.
The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Bakery. They don't just let you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska. And there are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake? Check. Bursting with too many large pecans to count? Check. Big enough to share with the whole group? Check. But delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery. Online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
We'll see a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms, an afternoon high of around 81. As winds turn out of the north behind a cold front, we could see areas of smoke and haze move into the region. The low tonight down to around 54. Cooler and windy tomorrow, a high near 70. North winds could gust over 25. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're back here on Old School. I'm Austin, joined by Kenny and DP here. Programming note for later today, the Amon Green Show would normally follow Old School on Thursdays. Busy guy, Amon Green. Of course, number 30, we had number 30 trivia during Shootout with Strick today. But number 30 for the Huskers, Amon Green, they'll be from 8 to 9. So stay tuned for that.
Nicely done. And we got some really cool stuff coming with Amon. We got some really cool stuff going through it. Austin, who are our two winners so far?
Our winners so far, we have Aaron and we have Dirty Tony and the boys.
See, Dirty Tony and the boys. They're doing
Dirty Tony
their
and
thing.
3 boys specifically.
Coach, well, hey, what was that number you were wearing?
19.
19. 19. Do you? How many of those jerseys do you have?
2.
You have 2.
And let me tell you the story behind it because it means a lot to me.
Okay.
This is why when the position came open, I went to Coach Riley and asked him for the position, the director of high school relations. That involves recruiting in-state kids in the walk-on program. So I got here in 90. There was a guy on the roster, on the team. Let me rephrase that. A guy on the team worked his butt off. I mean, never saw the field, never complained a day, right? We were in the stretch line, and he was literally doing a split, right? Stretching. I'm like, geez. So somebody said something. I said, what? I said, how old are you? And he said 30. And I said, what? He said 30. I said, what you doing out here with us? I'm just now 21. So he told me he went in the military and then came to school later. So when he told me that, seriously, I shook his hand, and he and I were on the scout team together. And I told him next year, I'm going to wear that number in honor of you. The guy worked his butt off, never played it down. Went to the military first and then walked on to Nebraska. So that's why I wore number 19 in honor of him.
There's always these great stories. Like nobody accidentally picks a number.
No.
Nobody accidentally picks a number.
I wore 12 in high school. I wore 10 in junior college. And I was an All-American in junior college with number 10. I got here, they put me in 34. You know, they just gave me a number. I'm like, what the hell am I going to do with 34? Excuse my French. But
yeah, Rashawn, you know.
He would have been the worst number 34 behind me. If I had stayed in 34, he would have been the second best 34. But when I talked to him, I was going to wear number 19. So I went to the equipment dude. I said, hey, he's done after this year. I want number 19. Now, another great guy wore it, Morgan Gregory. He played receiver before I got here. He wore it, but I wore it in honor of Keith McKell.
There's always stories. Mine was weird because we were the Generals, but we had Dallas Cowboy. Our school colors were blue and gray, and I'm in DC with wearing basically a Cowboys uniform.
People don't always take the time to read the words too, so they see blue and gray.
They see blue and gray, and then they remove. We used to have the Green Bay Packers G for Generals, but it was in blue and gray. And then for whatever reason, at some point they decided to slap the star, a blue star on the side of a gray helmet. And I was like, nah. And then they flipped it and they put the number. So you got your jersey number on it, which was old school even for 1978, 79, 80. But okay. So 79, 80, I'm there, blue and gray. We look like Cowboys. I'm like, I got to dress this up anyway because we had an old school coach who had the triple stripe socks.
Oh yeah,
that I despised, and
I used to rock them.
Oh no, but I went. We wore black. Everybody wore black Pumas.
Mm-hmm.
I went and got the first pair of white Pumas I could find.
You were being
Knee-high white socks. I got the white towel. And then they said, what number? Because I was playing my sophomore year, I was actually playing flanker. And they were like, okay, let's put him in a number. What 80 number? Well, if you're going to wear blue and gray and you're going to be a pass catcher and your last name's Pearson.
You wore Drew Pearson's number.
You have D. Pearson.
Drew Pearson.
D. Pearson.
That was my squad back then.
D. Pearson, 88, right? But then my junior year, I got moved tailback. But it was a kind of a flanker hybrid. It was a Johnny Rodgers hybrid. I spent as much time in the wishbone as I did at the flanker position. And catching passes, but I was a running back. Like I was going to carry the ball. I knew as a junior I was going to carry it 5-8 times a game. But as a senior, I was going to get the work. Went over there. He's like, what do you want to wear? And coach walked in and goes, I already picked it for him. I said, what number, coach? He goes, Preston. You're wearing 26. Preston Pearson.
Preston Pearson.
So I got stuck with it, and that's what it was.
I wore 26 1 year in Canada in honor of my cousin. He got killed, and then I switched teams and I asked him for 26 in honor of him.
I was like, okay, I got it.
20. I made 26 look good.
Though. Look. It was pretty.
It was pretty.
It was pretty.
Preston Pearson.
It was pretty.
Wow.
Well, because I was kick return, I was punt return.
Mm-hmm.
Like I did everything Preston did. Even went and got the full 4, that 4 bar that he was wearing. I did. Like that's old school because back in 79, 80, that was normal.
Oh, I know.
And so this was before that open space face mask. So you had that T-bar, bro. That was what it was.
Mean Joe Green.
You had that look, man. That's what it was. Like you wear what you wear. And he was like, wear your socks. I'm like, you said I had to wear them. You ain't say I had to wear them outside. So
you would be a rebellion. So when I played Little League in 77 through 83, our coach, if you didn't have on what they gave you, you weren't playing.
Oh, I became that coach.
Or he put his foot in there, you know what?
I became that coach.
Oh, yeah.
In high school, I became that coach.
You was going to dress like you were supposed to dress.
Give me my stuff.
Yeah.
But everybody has. So text line, give me the story of what your number is and why who you represent, because everybody has theirs. All right, Kenny, 105 days. 105 days from beat Minnesota. And I'm going to say this as often as I can say this. If the conversation, focus, purpose, mission isn't about beat Minnesota, it has no place in the next 105 days.
Well, to be honest with you, you can say Minnesota. You can't say beat Minnesota because you still have stuff you have to work on first and foremost in your house.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
You'll say Minnesota is your first game. You cannot say beat Minnesota yet because you still have stuff to take care of on your own home front. If you know what I mean. Now,
if you don't take care of your business, you're not going to beat.
You're not going to beat Minnesota.
But
you got that in your head.
Yeah, like it to me, it gives there has to be a payoff because the daily work is be better 1%. You know that whole 1% thing. But the reality is, we know college students can't just look at themselves to just better for 105 days.
No, you're putting up there. Minnesota's our first game,
mm-hmm.
but our main focus right now is us.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
we have to correct and fix everything that we didn't get done in spring ball.
That's perfect. That's perfect because that leads me there's the question.
You have to,
Kenny. What's the list of things that need to be fixed by August 31st?
Well, you have to shore up everything that you saw that went wrong in spring ball.
Mm-hmm.
You have to make sure you address it.
Give me your top 5 things that have to be fixed in 105 days.
Consistency.
Okay. Give me details on consistency.
Well, if the quarterback's turning the ball over, he's got to not turn the ball over.
Got to fix it.
Got to fix it. Right?
Yep.
If a receiver's not running the right route or not blocking downfield, it's got to be fixed.
Got to be fixed.
If a running back is not hitting the right hole or taking the proper footwork, it has to be fixed.
Is that IQ? Is that rep?
That's rep.
Like, because if we don't give it a definition, it doesn't get done.
That's rep. That's reps.
Right? So reps. We're going to
Reps.
need to get as many reps between now and August 31st as possible.
If you're
good reps.
Good reps.
Not just reps.
No, good reps. Yeah. If your O-line is not taking the right steps that your offensive line wants them to take on certain plays or certain pass protections, it has to get fixed.
How many days before that should be right? How many days does it take to get offensive linemen to take the right first step on every play that you can call?
Well, you have some that have played and some that haven't played. You have a new
None
one.
of them have played in this system.
There you go. So you don't know how long it's going to take.
Okay.
So you have 105 days to figure it out.
Okay.
But in order for this certain play to work, the old lineman has to take certain steps. And if those steps don't look the way it's supposed to look, it's got to get corrected. That's on the offensive side of the ball. Right?
Yep.
On the defensive side of the ball, you're trying to run a defense 3-3-5 that'll probably look like a 4, whatever. You're going to have 4 down most of the time. You're not going to have 3 down. So you have to have an MFer in the middle in the 3-3-5.
Do you know who that is?
No.
When do you have to know who that is?
You better know within 105 days. Now, you have guys that could possibly do it. Have they shown it? No. Then you brought in some new pieces.
When do you have to all your pieces in? Because you still got to train. Anybody that comes in now, like we know you're still over 85, so some changes have to be made. That's
what I'm saying. So you can't worry about Minnesota right now. You can't worry about beating Minnesota till your house is fixed. If your roster is over 85, you got to fix that before you worry about Minnesota.
And remember that, and I said this on the podcast, Minnesota and Nebraska are not even or equal. Right
No.
now. So you have 105 days to outwork PJ Fleck and the Gophers.
Yes.
You have 105 to figure out all the problems that you have. And if they still problems, May 17th, May 18th, oh boy.
Because graduation is this Saturday, right? I'm sure you'll give them a week, maybe 2 weeks off. Freshman report June 5th, usually. June 5th. You want everybody back June 5th because you count back from the first game, certain amount of weeks, how many weeks you can get in before your first game, before fall camp. So you got to get everything fixed before fall camp start because fall camps you want to be off and running. But again, if your roster isn't right yet, you can't worry about Minnesota.
Is it fair to say there's not much teaching in fall camp?
There shouldn't be, unless it's a newbie. Unless you get
how to line up, what the drill is,
unless you get a newbie,
what the verbiage means.
Unless you get a newbie.
Yeah.
June 5th, the teaching goes from June to July. June to July.
Install begins when?
That's June 5th.
Offensive install.
June 5th.
Can you reasonably expect anybody that comes to June 5th to play August 31st?
Yes.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
You talking about a newbie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, a new veteran versus a new high school.
A new high school kid can possibly play.
Is there any, the list of players. Is there any freshman, a newbie, that you in your mind thinks will be on the field playing in a game? Who's most likely to be a new player coming in, getting on the field? And there's Gatola, there's Prince, there's Malachi, there's some folks, right? In your mind, is there anybody from a freshman standpoint that you think, they might?
If I was a betting man, it'd be Sledge.
Wow. I would have thought maybe Stanger, because you're at a position.
Stanger, he's been there a year.
Oh, I thought he was new. I thought he was a redshirt.
Well, you said newbie.
Well,
now if you're talking about a redshirt,
if you ain't helped me beat Iowa, you knew.
we actually took Stinger to that game.
Yeah.
Stinger's going to be a really good player.
Okay.
Stinger's going to be a really good player. And since you brought him up, since you categorize him as a newbie, he'll probably be the one ready for sure.
I mean,
incoming freshman.
Wow.
Incoming freshman, I'm going to say Sledge.
Yeah.
Sledge is physical. He's a finisher.
Will he get out in front of Gatola? because Gatola seemed to me like he looked the most comfortable next to the grown up beef.
Because I saw his parents. I was out eating, sitting watching the game, and saw his mom and dad. I was in Tanner's watching the game, enjoying my little boom boom shrimp.
Yeah,
and
right.
They come up and
Shout out to the boom boom shrimp.
boom boom shrimp. they come up and thank me, and I asked Mom how he was doing.
Yeah.
She was like, he's doing great. He's put on some really good weight. You know, he's getting stronger.
He looks.
So he's put on really good weight.
Yeah.
You know, so just knowing them as seniors, from watching as seniors, again, I know Gatola's there. I still would say Sledge.
Smith Warriors. Any idea?
No.
Who else was I thinking of? Yeah, Princewell seems to me like
Lenhart.
Now he has the frame. He has the frame to be ready. It all depends on
Boodle. Because
that was the most stacked room, though.
Because for me, when I start thinking about 3-3-5 and being able to take away whoever the backside receiver is, especially on inside routes, you're not going to take away the vert route, but you can take away the inside slant route that'll bail him out, which allows them to stack that 3-3-5 play side like Minnesota's going to do. They're going to try to outnumber you point of impact, point of attack. But if you have a backside corner that will take away that quickness route, they have value. They have value. And if you told me that there was a game late in the season where Boodle and Hartzog were both on the field playing corner, I wouldn't feel really bad about it. Right? I wouldn't feel bad about it. So
Malcolm's a sponge.
Yeah.
He's a competitor, a guy for his size. Boodle's the same way. I mean, I watched his older brother develop into the player he became because if you watched his high school film, he was a lower level Division I player. He was a track guy.
Yeah, he formed.
He
formed
But
nice.
his work ethic and his determination and his drive to be good, his mental, he was a sponge.
I'll ask you, Coach. We'll go to break. When we come back, we'll close out with this. Actually, I don't even want to tease this. I just want to ask you the question.
Go ahead.
Because I'll get your real response. We'll get that final question when we come back.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive certified Piedmontese beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals. Dive into good times and great savings when you take advantage of the above-ground swimming pool sale happening now at Bonzall Pool and Spa. All in-stock swimming pools are 50% off through the end of May while supplies last. You don't want to miss out on this hot deal. Visit our showroom at 33rd and Pioneers today. Learn more about the promotion at bonzallpool.com. Bonzall Pool and Spa, every day made better. Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road. Too many people believe that chronic pain, allergies, or illness are permanent and something you're stuck with. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness has been proving that narrative wrong for 29 years and changing lives for the better in the process. Their team is trained in the newest, most advanced pain-relieving techniques and ways to deal with toxins, allergies, pollution, and emotion that make you ill. Call today for a free consultation at 531-254-5695 or go to novotnynutritionandwellness.com. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness, located at 7th and Superior.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Problem gambling affects millions of Americans daily, of all ages and walks of life. If your loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
Hey, CNC machinists, do you feel like you're in a dead-end job with your boss hovering over your shoulder? That's so annoying. Not at Garner Industries. We provide the opportunity and trust our CNC machinists to bring the talent. I'm Bob Williams, HR Director at Garner Industries, and we're looking for new team members in our CNC department. At Garner Industries, you'll work in a clean, climate-controlled, and safe environment with team members who want to see you succeed. You will also enjoy 4-day work weeks, great benefits, and a positive working culture. Interested? Apply on our career page at garnerindustries.com.
It's May, and that means the school year is almost over and summer road trips are on the horizon. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride. Summer road trips are just around the corner. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
McMurphy has Nebraska in the Las Vegas Bowl. That would be incredible. That would be absolutely amazing. Here's when the Vegas Bowl is. It's before Christmas. It is so easy to get to Las Vegas for Nebraska fans. There's now a direct flight from Lincoln via Redway, the new at Lincoln Airport. Omaha has direct flight. Grand Island has direct flights to Vegas.
It would be flooded with Nebraska.
It would be awesome.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning. Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back one final time here on Old School. I'm going to get out of the way. DP had a question for Kenny.
Yeah, we'll set the table. Huskers baseball at a big one. It's a big one.
2-2 still?
They just tied it up at 2 in the third inning against Purdue. Runners at first at the corners with 2 outs. They need to get on a hot streak and elevate themselves. We need to stay out of the bottom half of the Big Ten tournament. But beating a Purdue team that you owe a tail whooping to from not playing games last year to cost you the Big Ten tournament appearance, yeah, carry your venom. All right, here's the question for you. I'll ask you both. We'll start with Kenny Wilhite. Coach, in your mind, what player has your eyes the most going into August? What football player for Nebraska is the most important player that will tell the story of Nebraska football of this coming season?
Sims, quarterback. You brought him in. The room is pretty much empty now. I mean, not empty, but he's your guy.
Oh, it's hollow.
It's your guy. So
it ain't empty, but it ain't full.
He's the most important player.
Yeah. Austin?
Hard to argue otherwise. It really is. If we're doing this draft style and I can't say
you got to
Jeff
take
Sims,
somebody first.
I'm going to go to the other side of the ball, and I'm going to say the most important guy on defense is MJ Sherman living up to what his frame says he can be. That's a defense that needs to force more turnovers, that needs an impact player in that front seven.
I'm going to say this because I coach from the middle of the field out. Ty Robinson can make or break this defense. Because if he doesn't, that 3-3-5, all the gimmick, bell, gadgetry, that only works if you have an anchor, a sledgehammer in the middle.
I said you need
sledgehammer. Huh?
I said you need a guy in the middle. I said that.
Yeah, like that has to be the dude, right? And then you mentioned is your MJ Sherman, but I'm going to lean a little differently. And it's not even that, but to find out what Reimer does in this system and set, he has to put up. Like he has to put up in the answer because he's a guy in the 3-3-5. He's gonna move inside sometimes, outside sometimes. He'll be a guy that other teams will have to track and figure out, okay, where's Reimer? What's Henrich going to be? What's he going to be in it? But all of that becomes easier if Ty Robinson is the man mountain we need for him to be in the middle. It absolutely, like the head, all the responsibilities become simpler. The scheme becomes much more difficult to scheme against. If he sets, it's much easier to defend half the field than it is all of it. So if Ty Robinson can be a boundary setter from the middle and not an edge setter, they're good. Offensive side of the ball, I'm going to say that, listen, young Mr. Scott has a lot of responsibility. He's good. Look, if we're not good at center, this offense is going to struggle. It's going to, no matter who's playing quarterback, if they're weak in the middle, it's not, look, your running game is going to be affected. Your quarterback is not going to make it through a season. He's the eyes and ears, the quarterback on the field, on the line. He's going to be the play caller, eyes and ears, making sure you're on the same page with Jeff Sims. And then, look, I asked this question to some of the staff of which coach is on the hot seat the most for the Huskers. Which coach has the hottest seat to sit in? And at first I wanted to go with young McGuire, but it's not true. This is Nebraska, and it's one of the two line coaches. Kenny, which coach has more eyes on his prize?
Well, if you listen to the fans, it's the O-line coach, right? If you listen to the fans, to me, it's both coordinators. It's both coordinators. I think games are won up front on both sides of the ball, but I think it's both coordinators because it's all new. You got.
Aren't they established though?
Who?
Satterfield and Tony White are head coaching candidates right now. Right now.
Well, I don't want to throw somebody under the bus, but somebody already was in head coach and he got removed from that position.
Well, but what we know about college athletic directors is that they'll take that chance rather than the new guy all the time. Far too often, they take the guy with dirt rather than the guy that's crispy clean because the new guy requires more work than the dirty old guy.
Yeah, we've seen that.
Like, we know that to be true.
We've seen that plenty of times.
I'll piggyback off what Kenny said with the coaches, and I think Tony White is safer than Marcus Satterfield because Tony White hasn't had as much of a career, but he did really good work at Syracuse. He's one of those up-and-comers that should be next for a job, whereas Marcus Satterfield, fair or not, a lot of the reaction around here was, interesting. Maybe a little underwhelmed by what happened the first 9 games of last season at South Carolina. So I think there's going to be more pressure on him to deliver immediately and take those question marks away. Whereas Tony White, you can see at Syracuse the last few years, he elevated that defense.
1 minute. Here's the question. Which coordinator has more talent to work from?
Tony White. You got more returning on that side of the ball.
I think Tony White has more experience talent, but I think the offense might have some more untapped potential.
Yes. Agree with that. See, that's why he's the smartest man in this room. I told Strick that.
No, don't put that on me.
Yeah, he don't want that.
He is.
He don't want that heat. 105 days. 105 days.
Who you got tonight?
I'm never going to pick the Lakers.
Who you got?
Nugs.
Saucy Nugs.
Don't say
Spicy
that.
Nugs.
Don't
Saucy
say
Nugs.
that. We already had that conversation.
We did.
A guy should not be saying that.
That's why you said it.
A guy should not be saying that.
That's why I said it.
I know.
I had to. Ticket weeknights, get up. Don't go to Harrison Orange. Will get us through. I'm on Green later in the day, later in the evening. Don't go anywhere. Go Huskers.
Put lawn irrigation on automatic. Think Judson Irrigation for worry-free service to Lincoln homeowners and business community. Judson Irrigation will turn on your sprinkler system in the spring, repair or redesign as needed, and turn it off in the fall. For service to orphan sprinklers, remember Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
It's May, and that means the school year is almost over and summer road trips are on the horizon. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride. Summer road trips are just around the corner. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Problem gambling affects millions of Americans daily, of all ages and walks of life. If your loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Nebraska's favorite vape shop.
Generation V.
Providing friendly, personalized service and the largest selection of vaporizers and e-liquid flavors in the state.
Generation V.
Generation V will beat or match any local competitor's price. With a huge selection, great service, and the lowest prices, Generation V is your one-stop shop for all your vaping needs.
Generation V.
With 4 Lincoln locations, visit us on the web at generationv.com. E-cigs contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Hey, CNC machinists, do you feel like you're in a dead-end job with your boss hovering over your shoulder? That's so annoying. Not at Garner Industries. We provide the opportunity and trust our CNC machinists to bring the talent. I'm Bob Williams, HR Director at Garner Industries, and we're looking for new team members in our CNC department. At Garner Industries, you'll work in a clean, climate-controlled, and safe environment with team members who want to see you succeed. You will also enjoy 4-day work weeks, great benefits, and a positive working culture. Interested? Apply on our career page at garnerindustries.com.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere sprayer from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Leverage the industry's latest technology with See & Spray to target weeds in season, in corn and soybeans, and use less herbicide per acre. Utilize Exact Apply to save in chemical usage and prevent over-application. Now is the time to lock in the best